One thing I love to do with LiveCode is make little utilities that that make whatever task I'm trying to do easier by automating things. Recently, I was working on some virtual reality photos that I had taken years ago, and I was going back and trying to stitch them together and locate them on a map. And so I had some data, some GPS data. I had a bunch of pictures that were organized in different folders, and I had a couple things I needed to do. And so I have made a little stack that automated a lot of these tasks. For example, one thing I needed to do, the stitching software that I use now, I used to have to break the images up into, we'd have different stops. Like one set of pictures would be lighter and one would be darker, and have different folders. The stitching software that I use now, I can just put all the images in one folder, and I can stitch them together that way, and the software will do all the blending. So the first thing I did was make a little tool to go back and reorganize all the images, so I can drop a folder onto this button, and it will go through and reorganize the images and number them for me so that they're all in the right order. Then I can just drop those onto PTGUI, and then I will apply my template. And once that's done, I'll go ahead and stitch that. Then what happens is I have the GPS coordinates for that particular shoot. And so I can copy those to the clipboard. And the next tool I have, I copy those UTM coordinates to the clipboard. I click a button, and I have a LiveCode script that will convert those coordinates to latitude and longitude, and then open up Google Maps for me. And so I get the exact spot where the picture was taken. I can zoom in on that, and then I can go back and verify that that is in fact where I took it. And in this case, I look at that and I say, that does not look like a beach. I probably copied the wrong one. Or I may have labeled it incorrectly. In this case, I copied the wrong one. So those are the wrong coordinates. So I'll try that again. So that looks right. There I'm on the beach. I see there's a little road there. Here I can't see the road, but I can see the beach. And so that looks to be the right spot to me. And so what it also did when I pressed that button is it copied some text to the clipboard in Markdown format. So I create a little README, and I paste that in there. And so now whenever I come back to this folder, I can open up the README, and it has the URL, and I can click to see exactly where that was taken on the map. So I also have some other tools that help me create a web page. I can take all the images I create, and LiveCode will alphabetize all the list items for me when I put them onto a web page. But that saved me a ton of time. It's just one of the cool uses of LiveCode, where usually I'm working on commercial software that I'm releasing for people, but I really love that I can take the same tool and write these really quick utilities that make some of my hobbies allow me to be a lot more productive with some of my hobbies.